Z-Stack.
Where, here we go. Okay. So we'll do a quick autofocus here. One thing to keep in mind as well is that with the sectioning here, so that's in the top left, that's like the confocal grade imaging. That isn't going to work with the Plan4 lenses. Reason being is that the Plan4 lens, they don't have some sort of like apochromatic coating on them that allows for the that type of microscopy to be utilized. So in the system right now, the 40x Plan Apo will be the one to do it. If you guys really want to get involved in the different magnifications, I can show you how to put in another magnification in the microscope, and it's pretty much the same workflow for all the different objectives though. But it's just one thing to keep in mind, I guess, when looking at objectives for the system as well. So what I'm going to do here is turn on Z-Stack. Alright, so what you're going to do is scroll up. So basically, imagine you're on a web page right now. To get to the top of the page, you push the wheel away from yourself. Same idea in the Z-plane here. So you go to the top and click upper limit. You can always tell because this is what your Z coordinate is, and it just copies it right here. Scroll back down through it, lower limit, and then you can adjust your pitch size down to either 0.1 microns or 500 images in the Z. It just kind of depends on what that limit hits first. So I'm actually going to bump this up a little bit to 1.5 microns, and then just go to Start Capture. Again, remember where you save it. Okay, perfect. So it's going to take 49 images, about 16 seconds. So we'll just let it run while it's going. As it's going through the the sample here, you'll actually be able to see it change live time on the monitor as well. Okay, go to Open Image Folder. Here's all the raw data, so each individual plane. You're just going to want to double click this one here. And then in this software, just go to the bottom right and click load right away. It's going to put it back into here. You can do this with multicolor too, and if you do this in multicolor, just know that it's going to treat each Z-Stack kind of how it treats all these individual images. It's going to give you each Z of each color and then an overlaid one as well. So here's how to do your Z-Stack. You can also do full focus of this and then just click normal images. And basically how we did that quick full focus live time in the system, that's just what it's going to run with this stack right now. Okay, so here's this. Also what you can do is just go to real-time 3D analysis, and this is going to create a quick 3D rendering for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, another thing to keep in mind too is that all 3D rendering softwares are basically the same. The only thing you really have to keep in mind is image quality. So there is ImageJ downloaded on this computer. If you guys are really familiar with that and you just don't want to use this analyzer, absolutely feel free to do it. There's a reason why I put it there. So that's just something to keep in mind as well if you guys are kind of used to that. So with the 3D here, you can kind of zoom in, you can kind of flip it around here, do all sorts of things with it. You can adjust the contrast to kind of clean it up a little bit, really get some good spatial kind of awareness of where things are in relativity to one another. So you can also like orthogonal display here. With the Z-Stack as well, you can also do like max projection, so it can be like the XY, the YZ, and the XZ. So if we're looking at like localization, let's say, and you're worried if the two stains are just settling on one on top of one another, or if they're actually localizing, you'll be able to kind of confirm or deny that with this right here.
So what's like the maximum imaging width of a sample that you could use using this?
So like width or thickness?
Or thickness, yeah.
So the microscope itself can image 8 millimeters in the Z. We say anything about 150 microns or less, the system can handle no problem. Anything over 150 microns, we recommend using like a clearing technique. Not any technique in particular, but just kind of clear the sample. But at the same time though, we've imaged like, heart sections that have been 4.5 millimeters thick before, and it looked awesome. So, and that wasn't cleared at all. So it's really sample specific. I'd say push it to the limit and see what you guys can do with it, because it's the only way you'll know. Because we don't really have a direct answer for that, honestly, because it really depends.
You can use a Z-Stack with any type of like dish, right? Not
Sure.
just slides, whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's all I bring with me is slides to demo. Yeah, slides, but you can put in like, dishes, plates, even like a flask if you want. Sure.
Okay.
Yep. So that's how you guys set up a Z-Stack.